So you just inherited a house. First, I'm sorry for your loss. This is never an easy time, but here's what nobody tells you, that inheritance might cost you way more money than you think. I'm talking thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, and expenses that most heirs have no idea are coming. So in the next 6 minutes, I'm breaking down the 5 biggest costs of an inherited properties, including one that could literally force you to sell if you're not prepared. I'm John from Buy Buy Home. We've worked with many inherited properties over the years, and if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, you're not alone. Let's get you some clarity. Here's the thing about inherited properties. Everyone assumes the hard part is the emotional side and the paperwork. And yes, those are challenging, but what catches people completely off guard are the ongoing costs that start piling up from day one. Even if the house is paid off, no mortgage, you're still looking at monthly expenses. And depending on the property's condition and location, these costs can drain your savings fast. So whether you're planning to keep this house, rent it out, or sell it, you need to understand what you're really dealing with. So let's dive into the 5 costs, starting with the obvious ones and moving to the ones that shock people. Cost number 1, property taxes. Even though you inherited the house, the tax bill doesn't stop and actually might increase. Here's what many heirs don't realize. In some states, when property transfers due to inheritance, it gets reassessed at the current market value, which could be way higher than what your parents or relatives were paying. Depending on where the house is located, you could be looking at several $1,000s per year. And if the previous owner was behind on taxes, you might inherit tax liens that need to be paid before you can even sell. Property taxes are typically due quarterly or semi-annually, so this is an immediate expense you need to budget for. Cost number 2, homeowner's insurance. You cannot let insurance lapse on an inherited property. That's a recipe for disaster. If something happens to the house while it's uninsured, you're personally liable. The challenge is that insurance for vacant or unoccupied inherited homes costs significantly more than standard homeowners insurance. Sometimes 50 to 100% more because insurance companies see them as a higher risk. If you're not living in the property immediately, you need vacant property insurance. And depending on the home's age and condition, you might be looking at $150 to $300 per month. That adds up fast, especially if probate takes several months. Cost number 3, and this is the one that shocks people: ongoing maintenance and utilities. Even if nobody's living in the house, you still need to keep utilities on. Why? Because if you turn off the heat in winter, pipes can freeze and burst, causing tens of thousands of dollars in water damage. If you turn off electricity sump, pumps stop working, security systems go down, and the house becomes a target for break-ins. Then there's lawn maintenance, snow removal, pest control, all the things that don't stop just because the house is empty. We've seen heirs spend $300 to $600 per month just maintaining an empty inherited property. Multiply that by 6 months to a year while you're deciding what to do or waiting for probate to close, and you're looking at $3,600 to $7,200. And here's the worst part: if the house is older or in rough shape, maintenance issues can pop up without warning. A roof leak, a failed water heater, HVAC problems. Each repair can cost hundreds to thousands of dollars, and you're responsible for all of it. Cost number 4, potential capital gains taxes. Now the good news is that with inherited property, you typically get what's called a stepped up basis, which means the property's value is reset to its fair market value at the time of inheritance. This can significantly reduce or eliminate capital gains tax if you sell soon after inheriting. But, and this is important, if you hold on to the property and it appreciates significantly before you sell, you could owe capital gains tax on that appreciation. Also, if the property generates rental income, that's taxable income you'll need to report. Many heirs don't consult with the CPA about the tax implications, and that can lead to unexpected tax bills down the road. Cost number 5, opportunity cost. This one's not a direct bill, but it's real. Every month you hold an inherited property that you're not using, you're tying up equity that could be working for you elsewhere. That equity could be paying off your own debt, invested in retirement accounts, used for your kids' education, or as a down payment on a home you actually want. If you're spending $500 a month maintaining a property you don't need while letting $150,000 in equity sit there, you're losing both monthly cash flow and the opportunity to put that capital to work. Time is money, especially with real estate. So what do you do if you're looking at these costs and thinking, I can't afford this, or I don't know what to deal with this? Here's the option many heirs don't realize exists. You can sell the inherited property as is directly to a cash buyer without making any repairs, without hiring a realtor, and without waiting months for a traditional sale. Here's how it works. Companies like Buy Buy Home specialize in purchasing inherited properties in any condition. You don't need to clean it out, fix it up, or stage it. We make a fair cash offer based on the property's current condition. We can close on your timeline, often in as little as 7 to 14 days, and we cover all the typical closing costs. No realtor commission, no repair expenses, no months of utility bills piling up. This is ideal if you live out of state, if the property needs significant work, if you need to split proceeds among multiple heirs quickly, or if you simply want to move forward without the stress and expense of a traditional sale. It's not the right solution for everyone, but for many heirs, it's the fastest path to turning that inherited property into liquid cash they can actually use. If you've inherited a property and you're feeling overwhelmed by the cost or the decisions ahead, here's what I want you to do. Head to buybuyhome.com and fill out our simple property form, or give us a call or text us at 704-433-8644. We'll provide a free, no obligation consultation and give you a fair cash offer, usually within 24 hours. There's no pressure, no obligation, just honest information so you can make the best decision for your situation. And if selling is the right move, we'll tell you that too. We're here to help, not to pressure you. So click the link in the description or give us a call today. Thanks for watching, and if this video helped you understand inherited property costs, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We post new videos regularly to help homeowners navigate challenging real estate situations. And remember, if you need help, we're just a phone call away. See you in the next video, and God bless.